Hey, on the channel, no yeets detected with the WWE Mattel Ultimate Big Jim, Jimmy Uso.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Ultimate unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Big Jim. Yes, Jimmy Uso. But for all your Jimmy Uso needs and a whole lot more, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. Whenever I hear Big Jim, it always reminds me of the Ween song Big Jim. From way back in the day, or Jilm, J-I-L-M, but that's what I always think of in my head. I'm probably the actual only one that does, but shout out to Jeaner and Diener, of course, the band Ween, but of course, shout out to Jimmy Uso. We're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there, and it's always an interesting thing with tag teams, and of course, I think Jimmy and Jey Uso will always be thought of as the Usos. Obviously, they're on their solo career. Jey Uso recently winning the world title. Of course, former Intercontinental Champion as well. But a lot of us and a lot of longtime fans will always go back to the Usos. And it's always dangerous ground when you're a Jimmy Uso where you see Jey kind of inching ahead and inching ahead in the action figure game as well. It was always even. You always get a Jimmy, you'd get a Jey. We're getting in this wave here of Ultimates, which is nice. But Jey is starting to move ahead and getting more figures than his brother. And that's got to eat him alive. Or maybe he doesn't even notice at all. One or the other. Probably nowhere in the middle. But something to take note of. Something I've always watched. And it's always weird when you get that. It's almost like Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty. You hate to compare it, but that's where it always naturally does. Shawn, 10 million figures. Marty Jannetty, lucky to get 10 figures in his career. So interested to see. I do think Jimmy Uso, though, will beat Marty Jannetty. Will have more action figures. What? Todd McFarlane from the couch. He's already beat Marty Jannetty. He's already beat Marty Jannetty. Fact checker McFarlane over there. So it's an interesting dynamic here. But I'm here for some of these Jimmy Usos. It's just Jimmy kind of feels a little bit lost in the sauce in some ways as he gets destroyed by Gunther. Of course, he's like the one to help set up that feud. He's just kind of a mid-carder. It's going to be interesting where he goes. Could he be feuding for the U.S. title maybe in the future against another family member? I'd just be interested to see where he goes. And it was good to see him come out with his brother when his brother won the title at WrestleMania, but he didn't have a match on the card. So going to be interested to see where Jimmy's career goes. But right now, he's displaying the no-yeet behavior over here. And he's looking good in red as well in the Ultimate Edition. And we've had a few Ultimates of Jey and Jimmy Uso over the years to go along with all their elites and everything else under the sun. Ultimate Edition right there, big window box, of course, looking good. Looking stern over here. Stern but fair, maybe, possibly, who knows. WWE logo at the top. Jimmy Uso. On the back, you get the tail of the tape, you get the blurb, you get the glamour shot of the man, you get the glamour shot of the action figure. Let's see what it says about old Big Jim. Height, 6'3". 6'3", is that true? From San Francisco, California. Finisher, that dreaded Flying Oos. Career highlights, longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champion. I'd almost like to see him get another family member. Zilla Fatu, there's been rumors about him coming up. Would be kind of cool to see him partner with Zilla, maybe teach him a few things along the way. Maybe they're the new Uso kind of tag team going on. Maybe that'd be a possibility in the future. I guess we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. No yeet. Okay. While he was always the one to look out for his twin brother, Jey Uso, Jimmy had to make the ultimate choice and sided with Roman Reigns in the bloodline over his own twin. At Royal Rumble 2024, Jimmy Uso set out to prove to the world that he is more than his brother's keeper. He is his own man. How about that? His own man. There you go. And he's been born a king, it says on the side there. And of course, no yeet. No yeet all day long behind the back. See you later. Goodbye. And of course, from San Francisco, like a young Golden State Warrior, like a young Tim Hardaway. Shout out to Tim Hardaway right there. But there he is in the plastic prison. And of course, no yeet is locked down. He's locked down at the ankles. That's where we're locking him down at. Oh, fact check that myself right here. He's also locked down at the hands. So they're keeping him locked down. They're keeping these Usos under pressure right here. But all the usual bells and whistles we go with these Ultimate Editions. We get multiple heads here, which is always nice. 3 heads are better than 1 for sure. We do get a little bit of that lay going on. Get it all out. Ooh, we get a little necklace action. Couple of heads, a soft goods shirt, a real shirt, it looks like. And of course, got the We the One hands as well. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to it. See you later. Up off the screen, there it goes. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to it. And let's start, of course, with the hands. So we got 2 gripping hands right out of the package, get 2 fisting hands, and we get 2 We the Ones hands. So really playing all those hand hits right here with Jimmy Uso. I'll get my Usos confused. Looking really good there. Now you do get the lay over the top. We've seen this in white. We've seen this in red. We've seen this numerous times here. Looking good in red if that is your thing. It's on brand with his red outfit, of course. Do get a little chain action here, and I'm sure we've seen this chain with the Usos in the past, all in gray this time around. So we get a little chain, nice little accessory with that. Soft goods shirt does say no yeet. Of course, yeet on the front with the no spray painted over it. NWO style is what it is. Does say Jimmy on the back, and this is an actual shirt. It's not one of those shirts with the Velcro. So you pop the arms off this one, pull it over, pop the head and the arms off, slide it over, put it back in, and voila, you got him in a shirt. So always nice to see that as well. But now, let's see what this king was born with. Let's check out this Jimmy Uso. Looking good. I don't got any problems with this head sculpt right out of the pack. Very kind of stoic, plain Jane. A little bit of teeth showing there. Got a little bit of braid action coming out of the hair with the cornrows. Looking pretty good. 2 eyes, a mouth, a nose, 2 ears. Playing those human hits. Got the nice beard on it. No gray in this beard at all. Looks good. All in black. But what about some of these other heads here? Now we got an angry head here. This is where he turned on his brother. Screaming and yelling. Looking very good. Showing a little tongue. Everybody likes a little tongue, I guess, from time to time. Got the fade in the hair, too, across the board, but looking very good once again. And the third head, of course, looking a little bit crazy. Looking crazy. Got the crazy eyes going on. Got a little bit more of the teeth showing as well. It's kind of the multiple stages of Jimmy Uso. A little bit reserved, on his way to craziness, full-on crazy over there. That's what it looks like to me. But now diving into the figure itself, a good body, a good look for Jimmy Uso. This looks really good with the red pants on. High gloss red pants, looking very nice. Almost looks like they're pleather pants. Looking very good right there. He does got the white shoes going on down here as well. We've seen these in the past along the way from other Ultimates and even Elites, of course. Got all the tattoos there. Of course, the Usos not scared of a tattoo parlor, that's for sure. Looking good in the tattoo game. Of course, arms going to go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. You know that's the hits I want to be played with. Hands back and forth, side to side. Once again, gripping hands out of the package. Not a lot of personality in those hands. Head back and forth, side to side. Arms are removable, as I did mention. Those big old butterfly shoulders going on. You do get the hula hoop waist plus traditional waist. Big old splits if you need them. Uh-oh, very tight there, of course. A little of that Vietnam effect. You do get the drop down hips in there. Legs do go up a little bit right there. Thigh cut. Double jointed, pinless knees looking good. Boot cut, yep, it's there, plus a little bit of ankle, I guess call it shoe cut on this one. You do get the toe articulation as well. Pretty sure this is Vietnam. I think everything is Vietnam right now. Yep, Vietnam. I think the transition is complete. They went full Vietnam. Of course, the Vietnam War, it's been up and down. We thought it was totally over. We thought things were better, and then it came back a couple of weeks ago, seemingly settled in. It is better. I think we're getting agreements and doing some handshaking and stuff like that. So things have improved on the situation. But we'll keep you up to date on the Vietnam front. Todd, anything from you? Oh, you're still at war with China. Of course, these tariffs. Oh, McFarlane for the couch. I call them tariffs. He calls them tariffs. Tariffs. I've never heard anybody on the planet say tariffs except Todd McFarlane. But Todd's going to Todd, that's for sure, from the couch. And wouldn't have it any other way, Todd. Wouldn't have it any other way. But Jimmy Uso, not a bad piece of business right here. Of course, his brother Jay Uso and Drew McIntyre in this line as well. We're picking up all of them. We're reviewing them all here on the channel. Make sure you do check it out. And you don't want to miss a video. The best way to do that is to subscribe to the channel, as you guys know. Thumbs up the video as well. Always helps the channel out. Check out YouTube channel memberships. Brand new here on the channel. If you want early access to the videos from both of my YouTube channels, it is an option to get those. If you don't want to go over to Patreon, of course, Patreon's got everything over there as well. You can also check out my brand new podcast every single Tuesday. You get early access to that as well, being a channel member or Patreon member. My wife and I breaking it all down every single Tuesday. Of course, videocast on YouTube, audio, wherever podcasts are found. My brand new book, The Complete Guide to the Original San Francisco Toy Makers, available hardcover, softcover, Amazon, and of course, Barnes & Noble. You can also order from me. If you order from me, you do get a limited edition Kyle Peterson Show sticker, as well as a fancy bookmark. How about that? Appreciate all the support on the book. Check out SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com for any email you may want to send me. So for Jimmy Uso, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.